exclusive security analyst only on WBZ News.
Right now at 7 a.m., the FBI under fire from lawyers for the marathon bombing suspect, what they're accusing the feds of doing. And a teacher at a prestigious private school in Maine is in trouble for taking inappropriate photos of students. And after a bunch of cheap shots at heated rivalry, the Bruins say there's no room for racism in the team's fan base.
Live from our studios in Boston, WBZ News in the Morning starts right now.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Carrie Connolly along with Danielle Niles. We're both working on our posture.
Yeah,
We gotta keep, you know.
you notice in between there?
Yeah, we get so lazy, and yeah, we're working on it. So
Good for you.
We look funny. We're just practicing. So bear with us. But it's good to have you with us this morning on this Saturday, and it looks like a good day.
Yeah, the weather's going to cooperate this weekend.
Right.
It will not be a perfect weekend.
All right.
But
be honest, that's good.
Much better than last
Yeah.
weekend, and temperatures will be in the 60s. We're already 55 in Boston. I'd say that's a nice start to the morning. 50 in Lawrence. In the low to mid 40s from Taunton to Falmouth, Chatham at 46 right now, 53 in Nashua. You get back into southern New Hampshire, and most of us are running in the 40s. 47 in Manchester, same in Jaffrey, 43 in Concord, right around 50 when you get just outside of Boston. Bedford back down to Blue Hill, and then even the Cape and the Islands. We started in the 30s this morning, already rebounding, mid 40s for a nice start. Mid and high altitude clouds out there decorating the sky. That is about it. We'll be in and out of the clouds during the day today, and there is a threat for a shower, mainly after lunchtime today. So mid to upper 50s this morning, 63 by lunchtime. Clouds will start to build, and then the best threat for a shower or storm is north and west of Boston anytime after about 1 p.m. So we'll take you through hour by hour the threat for showers today, and more scattered storms tomorrow, Carrie, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Danielle, thank you so much. Meanwhile, a developing story this morning about the Boston Marathon bombing suspect. Johar Tsarnaev's attorneys claim the FBI has been leaking information, and they say it may prevent Tsarnaev from getting a fair trial. Attorneys point to several media reports, including an FBI interview on 60 Minutes. Tsarnaev's attorneys say investigators revealed too much information and showed emotion, which could impact the case. They pointed to this statement from former special agent in charge, Richard Delorier, regarding Tsarnaev's demeanor in court.
He would glance over his right shoulder back to the relatives and smile and smirk at them. And I found that absolutely galling, and I found it reprehensible.
Tsarnaev's attorneys say their client didn't smirk. He suffered injuries during a gunfight in the Watertown boat that affect his facial expressions. And they say, more to the point, the FBI isn't allowed to make comments that could affect a case. Well, it may look alarming, but a massive emergency drill this weekend is actually designed to keep you safe. As Lisa Hughes reports, some 2,000 emergency responders will take part in what they're calling Urban Shield. Take a look.
It is going to look frightening because it is supposed to feel real. This is video of Urban Shield Boston the first two times it was done in 2011 and 2012. Last year, first responders faced the very real tests of the attacks at the finish line.
Since the 2013 Boston Marathon, we've learned a lot about resiliency as a community and about professionalism of our first responders. This initiative has a lot to do with that.
Starting Saturday morning at 8 and continuing for 24 hours, more than 2,000 emergency personnel in Boston and surrounding communities will be tested and stressed by a dozen scenarios, including a terrorist attack, a building collapse, a hostage-taking, an active shooter, and a bomb planted on the transit system.
This is all about partnerships and cooperation and being proactive, so if something happens, we're all on the same page.
When these drills are over, we expect to learn lessons that work and uncover problems that we'll need to fix. But in the end, we will have a Boston that will stand even stronger against future attacks.
The cruisers, firefighters, and activity won't be limited to Boston, by the way. You may also see the first responders in Brookline, Cambridge, and other communities. Well, funeral services will be held today for Jeremiah Oliver. Police discovered the little boy's body last month along a highway in Sterling. Before that, no one had seen him since September when he was just 4 years old. The DCF caseworker involved with the family didn't realize he was missing until December. Oliver's mother and her boyfriend are facing charges in connection with the case. And this morning, a teacher at an exclusive private school is now out of a job. He's accused of taking inappropriate pictures of students. So far, the longtime chemistry teacher and girls basketball coach has not been charged criminally, so we're not releasing his name. He did work, though, at Berwick Academy in Maine. Police are now investigating allegations. He took inappropriate pictures of female students without their knowledge. When he went to his home, all he would tell us is that he's made some mistakes.
Been in this area teaching and working for 32 years, and I've done a lot of things that I'm proud of, and I know I've done a lot of good. It's hard to explain, but I've made a bad mistake, and I certainly never meant to hurt anybody.
Police did execute a search warrant at the teacher's home. They say the teacher is expected to be arrested and charged next week. Well, the Bruins play Game 2 today, and win or lose, the team is urging fans to keep it classy after a series of racist tweets on Thursday night. As Christina Hager reports, Bruins management is having none of it.
Home of the Bruins, fans are taking pictures with a reluctant nod to the player who scored that stinging game-winning goal.
He's physical and he's fast,
So Canadiens defenseman PK Subban was the target of Bruins fan rage that took a sinister turn on social media. It had slurs trending on Twitter like never before. Coach Claude Julien.
People who think that way are not what we call our fans. They may think they are, but we certainly don't support that at all. And
There's really no room for this in 2014,
Mayor Marty Walsh called it a disgrace. These racist comments are not reflective of Boston and are not reflective of Bruins fans. There is no room for this kind of ignorance here. Subban, number 76, played a bruising game, scored a couple of goals, all in the midst of one of the NHL's fiercest age-old rivalries.
I hate the guy because he's good. His race has nothing to do with it. He stands out perhaps because he's the only person of color on the ice, but he's still a good player. If he played for us, of course, everybody would love him.
I think he's awesome. I think he's fantastic. I think he's good.
I feel like that's always going to be out there, an element of society that just shouldn't be given any attention because it's obviously, I don't think, the way most people feel.
By the way, this isn't the first time it's happened. Back in 2012, a Washington Capitals player endured the same kind of racist taunts after a playoff win against the Bees. And if it seems like a pattern, you can bet it is one the mayor and the team want nothing to do with. And by the way, PK Subban's brother plays in the area, Malcolm Subban, a goalie with the Providence Bruins. At the Garden, Christina Hager, WBZ News. And remember, you can check out our website for more on the Stanley Cup playoffs. You'll find the game schedule, series predictions, and a head-to-head breakdown all on CBSBoston.com. Well, police may have spoken too soon when they thought a Webster food pantry was robbed. It turns out a worker at the food share pantry gave the food away on Tuesday and failed to restock the shelves. That worker also forgot to tell the next day's crew. So when they arrived, of course, they thought the worst. The pantry says neighbors have donated so much food to restock that they actually won't be able to take any more in for the next few days. That's good news. Boston Harbor will soon be home to 500,000 gallons of federal emergency gasoline reserves. The Energy Department announced the move as part of its plan to address future fuel disruptions in New England and New York, like those caused by Superstorm Sandy 2 years ago. Well, a state trooper helps a Sharon couple make a very special delivery right on the street. Heidi and Andrew Cheerman were only 200 yards away from Mass General Hospital, but baby Alana, well, she just couldn't wait. So mom got out in a construction zone in Charles Circle and started to give birth right on the curb. Luckily, Trooper Michael Close was nearby working in overnight detail.
I literally opened the door and I took my pants off and I just laid down on the curb and we delivered our baby on the sidewalk.
So I told her that the baby looked fine, everything was good, just one more push, and she did, and she was very good about it, and pulled the baby right out.
She's funny, just go for it. Trooper Close says he paid extra attention to when his own kids were born, thinking it could come in handy on the job someday, and it sure did. He did a great job. Coming up next right here on WBZ, hundreds of families will be taking part in a special march next weekend to help local moms and their babies. We'll have a live in-studio interview coming up.
It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Bright lights never been the same. Ain't love so ours tonight. Now Friday's cool, but there's something about Saturday night. You can't say what you won't do, 'cause you know that you...
Closed captioning is brought to you by Luna.
Right now at Luna, get an incredible 70% off carpet, hardwood, and laminate flooring.
877-241 Luna.
Hair, the American love rock musical that sparked a revolution and ignited a generation.
At the Hanover Theater in Worcester, May 6th and 7th.
Let the sun shine in. Get your tickets today.
Visit thehanovertheater.org.
Register today for AARP's Life at 50 Plus event, May 8th through the 10th at the BCEC, featuring great speakers including HGTV's Kitchen Cousins, nightly entertainment, and exciting exhibits. Visit aarp.org/events or call.
Toyota is #1 in value, but it gets better. Because we give you all new stylish Toyotas. Better yet, we give you great deals with the Toyota Gifts of Spring Savings Event. Receive our lowest $287-month lease on a Tundra Double Cab SR5 with no cost maintenance included. Or get our lowest $287-a-month lease on a 4Runner with no cost maintenance. Hurry, on May 5th, Gifts of Spring will be wrapped up. Toyota, let's go places.
Are you depressed or feeling blue? Have you lost interest in your usual activities? Have you noticed a change in your sleeping and eating habits? Doctors at the Depression Clinical and Research Program at Massachusetts General Hospital are working to develop new antidepressant treatments and studying the treatments that are currently available. Eligible participants will receive psychiatric evaluation, study treatment, and regular visits with study clinicians at no cost. For more information, call 1-855-75-BLUES or online at massgeneral.org/depression.
Hey, Mom. Wow, this kitchen looks beautiful. It's bigger.
It's great, right?
Give them the tour.
Let me show you. Quartz countertops, soft closed drawers, farm sink, under cabinet lighting. Look at the spice rack.
Where's my room?
It's just...
Right there where it's always been. And we had to take just a little bit for the kitchen. Just slide right in.
Because your kitchen dreams can be big. IKEA has it all.
Hair, the American love rock musical that sparked a revolution and ignited a generation.
At the Hanover Theater in Worcester, May 6th and 7th.
Let the sun shine in. Get your tickets today.
Visit thehanovertheater.org.
While New England weather is always changing, there's one thing you can count on. The WBZ Mobile AccuWeather Lab, bringing you to the middle of the storm and tracking weather right in your neighborhood. The WBZ Mobile AccuWeather Lab, powered by your New England Chevy dealers.
All right, just shy of 7:13 on this Saturday morning. Good morning, everybody. It's the Kentucky Derby today, and the weather is going to cooperate. Perfect conditions at Churchill Downs. Lower 70s. It'll be a bit breezy with sun and clouds today, but looking fantastic for the Kentucky Derby this afternoon. And our weather here at home looks great, too, this weekend. Temperatures will be in the 60s both weekend days. It won't be perfect, though. Some building clouds with a threat for a shower today. An isolated storm, mainly north and west of Boston. Tomorrow, a couple of degrees cooler, and there will be more numerous storms scattered during the afternoon. So we'll time out the threat for wet weather this weekend, hour by hour. Carrie coming up in just a couple minutes.
All right, Danielle, thank you. Well, it is now time for our weekly For Your Community segment. The March of Dimes is holding its annual March for Babies next weekend to raise money to help local moms and their little ones. Joining us now is Sandy Lish from the March of Dimes Board of Directors. Sandy, thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a little bit about the mission of the March of Dimes, and you have personal reasons for getting involved with the organization.
I do. So the mission is very simple. We want to help make sure that babies are born healthy and prevent premature birth, birth defects, and infant mortality, and just give everybody a really healthy start in life. I was born a twin, and I had a twin who passed away about 3 days after we were born, so it's very personal to me. It was very personal to my family, and I want to help other families not go through that.
That is so nice. And there's a special day coming up. Tell us about the walk.
It is a great day coming up. Next Saturday at the DCR Hat Show, we'll gather together to March for Babies. It's our signature fundraising event for the year. It's about a 3-mile walk, community event families come, corporate teams come, and raise money to support the babies and the research and the education that the March of Dimes is so focused on.
And so you guys do such great work.
Thank you.
And I recognize this is very important to you.
It's very important.
You personally, like I'm sure a lot of the people that'll be out there that day. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
We'll cross our fingers for a nice, beautiful
We're
day.
hoping for sun, but we'll be there rain or shine.
I know you will. Sandy, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Carrie.
We will be right back after this. Stay with us.
Informative, arresting, level-headed in a time of crisis, wide-ranging, enterprising, non-sensational storytelling. For overall excellence, WBZ is proud to receive both the DuPont Columbia Award and the George Foster Peabody Award, broadcast journalism's highest honors. So when the stories matter to you, turn to the team you know you can trust. Honored for television journalism at its very best, we are WBZ News.
Take the Ford Focus Challenge, and you'll choose Focus with up to an EPA estimated 40 miles per gallon highway. And now it feels so good to lease the New England Edition Focus for $99 a month for competitive owners. The fun-to-drive Focus has more standard horsepower than Civic and Corolla. And just announced, you can buy Focus with up to $37.40 total savings during the Focus Challenge.
Deep breath in and relax into child's pose.
Who's got two hooves and just got a claim status update from Geico? This guy, that's who. And I just got an... oh no, that's Mom. Sorry.
Claim status updates just a tap away on the Geico app.
Sandals is all about love. We love to give you more than you expect, and it's all included all the time. Sandals gives you more quality inclusions than any other resorts on the planet. Save up to 65%. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
If you're a real gamer, then you need the speed of Xfinity Internet.
Do you find that when you're playing games online with your current service that it's slow?
Yes, I get some lag.
Do you want to try Xfinity Internet?
Sure.
So you notice any buffering?
No, sir. There's certainly no lag at all.
Xfinity has the fastest in-home Wi-Fi.
This is really great.
I would be in first place.
Like you are right now with Xfinity.
Get the speed real gamers need. Upgrade to Xfinity Internet for $29.99 a month for a whole year. See for yourself. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
This portion of WBZ News is brought to you by Bob's Discount Furniture.
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather is clear, can do, this guy says the horse can do, if he says the horse
Well,
can
they'll be off and running in the 140th Kentucky Derby at Churchill Downs this afternoon, and now that the second favorite horse in the field has been scratched, Wicked Strong is the second choice. His owners were inspired after the attacks on Marathon Monday, but the name Boston Strong was already in use. So if Wicked Strong wins, his owners will donate $70,000 of the purse to the One Fund. So come on, Wicked Strong, we're rooting for you.
Totally beautiful looking horse.
Yeah, isn't he beautiful?
Yeah.
Love the Kentucky Derby. It's
Me
so much
too.
fun.
We forgot our hats
I
today.
know, we didn't plan.
Brought them in, that would have been fun.
Great. So tell us the scoop. A little sunshine today, warm.
Not a perfect weekend by any means, but here's the thing. We'll be in the 60s both days.
We'll take it.
Sunshine, and then a couple of showers will pop. But, you know, it's
You
not going to
can't
ruin
have
your
it
day.
all.
Can't have it all. So we'll take what we can get. Exactly. Current temperatures this morning. Good morning, everybody. 55 in Boston right now. That's not a bad start, huh? 50 in Lawrence, 40s for a lot of the rest of us, with just a few middle and high altitude clouds. This is a satellite radar picture. And those mid and high altitude clouds adding some decoration to the sky this morning, adding a little color for sunrise that was just over an hour and a half ago. In the meantime, we're talking about more showers and storms to the west. So you zoom out the view and you run into some scattered rain showers, a couple of downpours in here through Michigan. And this is a cold front and also some energy in the upper levels that's going to obviously be pushing east and approach southern New England, especially by tonight and tomorrow. So what does it mean for Fenway Park? If you're headed out there for this afternoon's game against the A's, temperatures in the mid-60s for 1:35 first pitch. I do think we'll see building clouds, and I think we'll stay dry. Any shower activity, pop-up storms should be north and west of Boston. Tomorrow, a bit of a different story. That shower and storm threat is going to be there. Lower 60s, so I will grab the raincoat just in case at Fenway Park. Shouldn't be a washout of a game, but there may be a pop-up shower or storm anytime during the early to mid-afternoon. Let's take you through. In fact, today, notice the best threat is north and west of Boston, so southeast, even the city itself. I think we'll be doing okay today. Varying amounts of clouds build in during the sky during the afternoon. This is overnight tonight, though, so I think we get more numerous showers, downpours, maybe even a rumble of thunder waking you up overnight tonight after midnight. By tomorrow morning, though, most of those showers and storms are pushing offshore, so we get some clouds, a little bit of patchy fog burning off and giving way to sunshine tomorrow morning. The only thing is there's another cold front coming in, so the clouds are going to build back in, and pop-up storms as early as midday right on through the early evening hours are likely. And there's so much cold air high in the sky aloft that creates instability. And there's enough cold air that we may get some small hail that develops in any thunderstorms that break out, and also obviously lightning, downpours, and maybe even some brief gusty wind as they come on by. We're getting to that time of the year. You have outdoor plans. Just keep an eye to the sky. You hear thunder, you want to make sure to get inside. Cold front pushes offshore on Monday, though. Sun and clouds, and still just an isolated threat of a pop-up shower. Not as numerous as they will be during the day tomorrow. High temperatures today, mid to upper 60s. This time of the year, we should be around 62. So we're actually a few degrees above where we should be. Ocean influence from P-Town back down to Nantucket. Keep us a little bit cooler. Overnight, 45 to 50 for most of us. Again, scattered showers and thunderstorms will come through. 60 to 65 for most of us tomorrow. Touch cooler in the outer Cape. And notice on the 7-day, there's no real warm days, there's no real cool days. We're keeping pretty seasonal right on through the end of next week with bright skies on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then more showers possible by the time we get to Friday, Carrie.
All right, thank you, Danielle. Well, still ahead right here on WBZ, emergency crews race to rescue a hiker who accidentally stabbed himself setting up camp in the White Mountains. And here's a look at some celebrities enjoying a birthday today. Singer Christopher Cross is sailing into his 63rd birthday. Get it? Mad Men star Christina Hendricks is 39. Dancing with the Stars Cheryl Burke is turning the big 30. And are you celebrating a birthday? You okay with it? Hopefully you are, so you can celebrate and enjoy it. Happy birthday to you as well. We'll be back.
To the champions, the underdogs, the everyday heroes. To the runners, the rowers, those who ride to save lives. To the innovators, the educators, the role models, and our kids. At WBZ-TV, we celebrate you because commitment to community isn't just reporting what's happening. It's supporting those who make our community great. We're WBZ Channel 4, the news team you know you can trust.
At Nissan of Bourne, it's all about our customers.
I bought my first brand new car here at Nissan of Bourne. I love everybody here. The service has been amazing, and I tell everybody to come here.
At Nissan of Bourne, we do business one family at a time.
It's a real estate jungle out there. That's why we've let a lion loose in your neighborhood. But there's no need to run. This lion is on your side every step of the way. Lear Realty Partners. We're one of the largest real estate firms in New England, with over 300 experienced agents, a 15-year track record, and the latest tools, roaring into the market with a brand new name, Lear Realty Partners. The roar that opens more doors.
Since 1945, Pennington has been a part of American tradition, from burgers and dogs to cannonballs. But tradition shouldn't include blaming yourself if your grass doesn't stay green. It's not you. You're using the wrong seed. Unlike ordinary seed, drought-resistant Pennington Smart Seed keeps grass green for up to 3 weeks without water. Because we'd rather see water used for things other than sprinklers. And as part of our tradition, twice the seed and no filler. Scouts can't say that. Pennington, honest green.
It's go time. Six Flags New England. Go now for Mind Eraser. Come back for the new world record 40-story New England Sky Screamer. Go all summer for our giant free water park. And go this fall for Fright Fest. Last chance to buy a 4-pack of passes with free parking and free tickets for less than $5 each per month at SixFlags.com. Hurry, free parking goes away May 4th. Go big. Go Six Flags. Thrill capital of New England.
the uncertainty in people's eyes, but that only fuels me more. For me, it's more than a job, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to give you a healthy mouth. You know, we've got a lot in common. Thanks, Danica. Right here.
Aspen Dental wants you to bring your mouth in for a pit stop with free exams and x-rays for patients without insurance. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL because your mouth is our mission.
At Nissan of Bourne, it's all about our customers.
Been coming to Nissan of Bourne to have my car serviced. I was here over the weekend, saw a car in the lot I liked. They made me a great deal. I bought the car and I'm very happy.
At Nissan of Bourne, we do business one family at a time.
Well, Cinco de Mayo is almost here. Looking for the perfect place to celebrate? Dan Ambleman of the Phantom Gourmet shows you where to go when you're in the mood for good nachos.
One of the region's biggest plates of nachos is served at Patron's in Alston, packed with 2 pounds of cheese on every plate.
You can never go wrong with a plate of nachos to start things off. Goes so good with beer as well, of course.
Bistro 88's in Webster, Mass. serves something called the Nachos Neapolitan, featuring layers of jalapenos, salsa, and jack cheese.
It's pretty much like a pie. You have to cut into it. You have to cut pieces out of it. It's not, again, like your traditional tortilla chip. They're excellent.
Mezcal in Worcester and Leominster is known for their creative flavors of fresh-made guacamole and nachos that are certainly not average.
Our nachos are epic. It's that beautiful ground beef. It's sort of laid in between all the chips. The cheese is laid in, so it's not just on the top. You can really find everything kind of woven in through all the nachos. So even though it's stacked high, you're going to get those flavors all the way through.
Cinco de Mayo is Monday, and Mexican restaurants are expected to be busy all weekend long, serving plenty of nachos, tacos, and margaritas. For more food and fun, watch the Phantom Gourmet Saturday and Sunday at 10:30 and 11 on MyTV 38.
Honestly, there's nothing better than nachos. Coming up, another check of our top stories. Danielle's pretty nice-looking weekend forecast. We're glad you're with us. We'll be back. Okay, you want them up?
Swinging vines, swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and ye shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. I just...
The Toyota Gifts of Spring Savings Event. Receive the lowest lease on an all-wheel drive Venza for just $178 a month with no cost maintenance included. The Gifts of Spring will be wrapped up May 5th. Toyota, let's go places.
Staples has everything you need to get your client's attention. From brochures to business cards to banners. Everything. Except your client's attention. Thousands of products added every day to Staples.com. Even bullhorns.
How much?
Staples. Make more happen.
It's Bernie and Phil's Triple Play. And you get it free right away. Don't wait. Enjoy the furniture today and take your choice of free tax, free delivery, free interest until 2017. Best of all, there is no minimum, no money down, and no waiting. The Triple Play. Get it today. But only for a limited time at...
Bernie and Bill, quality, comfort, and price. That's nice.
Are you looking to get in the best shape of your life? Stop into Precision Fitness Equipment, where you'll find the latest in cutting-edge exercise equipment. Our experienced staff will work closely with you and your family to help select the right equipment to meet all your fitness goals. Thanks, Steve. Does your company or municipality need a fitness room?
And there's your man.
We have the knowledge and expertise to set up any size fitness room.
For the best in home and commercial exercise equipment, visit a Precision Fitness Equipment location near you or online at precisionfitnessequipment.com.
If you were going to build a school around your kid, how would you do it? Fewer distractions? More attention from the teacher? More flexible schedule? More parental involvement? TEC Connections Academy Commonwealth Virtual School, TECA, is a free online public school that nurtures each child's growth and confidence and makes instruction personalized and fun. Enroll today for fall at connectionsacademy.com.
When 49 automotive journalists voted on the best of the best, Chevy Silverado climbed to the top. But we didn't stop with the 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Introducing the new Silverado 2500 and 3500 Heavy Duty. With available Duramax and Allison power, strong just got stronger. With May's special pricing, get a total value of $8,600 on this Silverado 1500 All-Star Edition. Chevrolet, find new roads.
David Wade and Kate Merrill, WBZ News in the morning. Live from our studios in Boston, WBZ News in the morning starts right now.
Good morning, everybody. A nice sunrise out there over the city of Boston on this Saturday morning, 7:30. Hopefully you have some good plans for today on this Saturday, although sometimes it's nice to just stay in the PJs and relax a little bit, right?
We were just talking about that.
I know.
No plans, kind of nice.
There's nothing wrong with having no plans for the weekend. It's kind of nice.
And, you know, especially when the weather's going to cooperate.
That's right. What have you got?
60s both today and tomorrow.
At 60s at this point sounds really good.
I mean, the average is 62, so we'll be a little bit above that today,
Take it.
which is nice. It's not going to be a perfect weekend. There will be a threat for a couple of showers, but 55 right now in Boston. Pretty nice start to the day. 50 in Lawrence right now. Low to mid 40s, Taunton back down to Falmouth, where a couple spots were actually in the upper 30s to start. So we're rebounding already with sunshine and clouds. The satellite and radar fairly quiet. The cloud cover is middle and high altitude, so adding some decoration to the sky this morning. Now the clouds will build during the afternoon. Temperatures, though, do come up into the mid to upper 60s. Southeastern Massachusetts, I think we're dry today. Has the best chance of a pop-up shower here as long and outside of 495. Anytime really from lunchtime onward. Temperatures still, though, mid to upper 60s for most of us. A stray shower or two may sneak in through the 495 and 128 belt with temperatures mid to upper 60s from Boston to the Metro West and then back in through southern New Hampshire as well. More numerous storms will develop tomorrow. We'll track those and take a look at your 7-day carry coming up in a couple minutes.
All right, Danielle, thank you so much. Well, right now, look at some of our top stories. Lawyers for marathon bombing suspect Johar Tsarnaev want a judge to hold a hearing about evidence leaks and inappropriate comments government investigators are making about the case. They're asking the court to order prosecutors to stop leaking information about the case. Tsarnaev is set to go on trial in November on 30 federal charges in last year's bombings, which killed 3 people. A UN spokesman says at least 350 people have died in a landslide in a remote area of northeastern Afghanistan. The UN is working with authorities trying to rescue people still trapped in the area this morning. Well, if you're out and about in the city this weekend, a quick reminder, first responders in Boston are conducting a series of emergency drills to train for situations like a terror attack or hostage crisis. It's called Operation Urban Shield. It involves 2,000 people, making it the largest training exercise in Boston's history. And investigators believe a deadly fire in Weston was caused by a faulty electrical cord. Retired firefighter Ross Giamo was killed. He was the only person inside the home when it caught fire early Friday morning. And emergency crews raced to rescue a hiker who accidentally stabbed himself setting up camp in the White Mountains. As Jim Armstrong reports, the hiker is alive and, believe it or not, ready to get back out there.
Came down to about right there.
Ben Armengo and his best friend had plans for a season full of fantastic hikes on hold for right now.
We made it 6.5 miles, and we were calling for help. And we're like, yeah, we're awesome at this.
We're pathetic, we're pathetic.
The friends from Acton are experienced hikers trained in emergency medicine, and they packed enough for a 4-day trip. But 8 hours in, a storm approached Mount Flume and Franconia Ridge just as Justin cramped up.
My leg shot straight, my calf, my quad, my hamstring, and my hip flexor all balled up.
That was bad enough, but as Ben was cutting evergreens to insulate against the snowpack,
the buck knife went right through the branch and came downwards and into my leg.
The guy stayed calm, got the massive bleeding under control, bandaged Ben.
I told him it's a deep cut.
And managed to call and text for help.
It was rain and there was a lot of fog. We were also high up, and so the clouds were kind of like cutting off any visibility.
They hunkered down, and by 2 a.m. Thursday, rescuers arrived.
The fishing game and the volunteers that came they were amazing. They really great guys, always upbeat.
Ben hobbled the several miles down, documented by the New Hampshire Fish and Game team. Spirits high enough to take a selfie and pose for a thank you photo. 2 days later, though, the guys are not so sure about more hikes this season.
He's a little negative about the idea.
I won't be bringing that knife.
Jim Armstrong, WBZ News.
Well, a little help for a miniature horse in trouble on Cape Cod. The animal fell into a sinkhole in Chatham. Firefighters built a ramp for the horse so it could walk out of the ditch. We're told the horse is okay. He's just a little bit annoyed. Understandably so. Well, a kennel owner is being treated for smoke inhalation following a fire at a kennel in Marshfield. Firefighters, police, and Good Samaritans rescued more than 50 dogs inside. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr., who starred in 2 hit television crime shows, died at his California ranch at the age of 95. During his 60-year career, he starred in several shows and movies and Broadway productions, but he was best known for his role as a detective on 77 Sunset Strip and playing an inspector on the FBI. His family released a statement saying he actively enjoyed his life to his last day, and we will miss him dearly. Coming up right here on WBZ, the Red Sox bounce back big time. We'll show you who hit his first grand salami of the season. See you later. We'll be back.
And it is gone, a grand slam!
Sofa, desk.
You know what? Why don't you go get some frozen yogurt? I got this.
You're so sweet.
Yeah. You got this, right?
I do got this.
From the shelf and to your home, starting at $99.
This season, let's do all kinds of color. In all kinds of places. There, even up there. Let's get the real dirt from a guy like this. Not this. We're gonna save big, and then we're going in. Ready to color outside the lines? Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Get beautiful color with 1-quart Figaro Annuals. Now just 4 for $10.
When you live on an island, surrounded by warm, clear water, and a million ways to enjoy it, it's amazing you'll even have time to come up for air. Key West, close to perfect, far from normal.
The world of fashion is split in two. You can either have high-end or low price. Quality or quantity. Designer or disposable. Or you can go to TJ Maxx and you can have it all. Get up to 50% off department store prices. TJ Maxx. There's a new light shining on the future of healthcare, on forward-thinking care that's close to home. Welcome to Leahy Health, to nationally recognized doctors, award-winning hospitals, and clinical excellence in primary care in all corners of medicine. Just around the corner. Healthcare for who matters most. You. Leahy Health.
Sofa, desk.
You know what? Why don't you go get some frozen yogurt? I got this.
You're so sweet.
Yeah. You got this, right?
I do got this.
From the shelf and to your home, starting at $99.
This portion of WBZ News is brought to you by Layer Realty Partners.
Well, good morning, everybody. And the month of April wasn't great for the Red Sox, and after dropping both games in a doubleheader with the Rays on Thursday, May wasn't looking too hot either. But last night, the Red Sox brought their bats, and against the best team in the American League, they showed up. Oakland A's in the house, bottom of the second, and A.J. Brzezinski goes the other way. That's a base knock. Grady Sizemore, come on down. Red Sox up 1-0. Then 2 batters later, and Jackie Bradley Jr. goes the other way also. That's his 9th double of the season. AJ scores from first. Sox up 2-0. We move to the 6th. Bases loaded for Dustin Pedroia. And 3-2-1 blast off. A grand slam. His first home run of the season for Dustin. The 100th of his career. Sox up 6-1. And Clay Buchholz handled everything from there. Clay went 6 1/3, gave up 3 hits, and struck out 5. Red Sox get the victory last night, 7-1. To the Stanley Cup playoffs, and the Bruins have plenty to take away from their loss
Thursday night to the Canadians at the Garden, and aside from condemning the racist comments that hit social media in the aftermath, yesterday the Bees were quick to put Game 1 behind them and prepare for today's Game 2 in the afternoon.
Obviously it's frustrating, but you know, it is what it is. It's a new day today, and it's only 1-0. You know, we've been there before many times. So
you got to have short-term memory and forget about it as quick as you can, and focus on the next one because it's coming soon with a 12:30 game tomorrow.
I mean, it's definitely the way you have to look at it in playoffs. It's about always the next game, so you need to regroup, and today was the day for that, and be ready for tomorrow.
You heard it from Bergie. The Bees are right back at it. Game 2 today, 12:30 afternoon at the Garden. Be sure to stay with WBZ for complete coverage of this Bruins-Canadian series. We'll have live reports here in Boston and in Montreal. Hey, that's sports this morning. Let's keep it crossed for the Bruins. I'm Levin Reed for WBZ Sports.
You know we will, Levin. Thank you so much. And what would the playoffs be without a friendly wager, right? Well, Boston Mayor Marty Walsh and Montreal Mayor Dennis Coderre have agreed the flag of the winning team will fly over the loser city. Ooh, that's a good one. Well, coming up next right here on WBZ, two princes pay a royal visit to the home of the king here in the States. Why they were visiting Memphis. Coming up.
First-class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy can be. Then I'm walking in Memphis. Just walking with my feet 10 feet off a beam. Walking in Memphis.
CBS Sunday.
Viva España!
Spain is beautiful, romantic, where everybody loves everybody.
Other teams all hate us.
Justice will be served.
But don't get caught. Running with the Bulls. Only 3 episodes to go.
I can't feel my kneecap.
New Amazing Race All-Stars, CBS Sunday.
With growing numbers of aging adults choosing independent living, technology is evolving to help seniors maintain their freedom and safety. Accidental falls are one of the leading causes of injury for the elderly, but with innovations in assistive technology, a fall can now be more quickly detected. Quicker detection can result in faster response times, thus leading to a quicker recovery and better outcomes.
Sponsored by Philips Lifeline, America's #1 medical alert service. Now with advanced fall detection technology built right into the button.
Real people steal people. When it comes to quality, reliability, and value, they just won't compromise. This spring, legendary steel chainsaws start at just $179.95. Plus, get the hardworking steel FS56 RCE straight shaft trimmer at its new low price of $199.95. Visit steeldealers.com.
#1 in value, but it gets better because we give you all new stylish Toyotas. Better yet, we give you great deals with the Toyota Gifts of Spring Savings Event. Receive our lowest $178 a month lease on an all-wheel drive RAV4 with no cost maintenance included, or get 0 for 60 plus $500 bonus cash on Sienna, including all-wheel drive models. Hurry, on May 5th, Gifts of Spring will be wrapped up. Toyota, let's go places.
Really?
Okay. All right. Use the ready-to-go spreader and save time. Just turn it on and go. It makes lawn care easy.
This portion of WBZ News is brought to you by Six Flags New England.
Welcome back. Well, America doesn't have any actual kings or queens to visit, so Prince William and Harry had to settle for seeing the home of the other king in Memphis, Tennessee. The princes stopped by Graceland for a quick tour. They're in Memphis to attend the wedding of a close friend. Although they've stayed mostly out of the public eye, they did also visit a famous Memphis barbecue joint. Got to do that.
Yeah.
You ever been there? Danielle?
No, I've never.
Gotta go. Yeah, I have. I went to school in Nashville, so we kind of had to check it out, but it was great.
I feel like, yeah, nice
really
and
fun.
Well,
Yes.
That would be great.
So give us the scoop for our weekend, our all-important weekend.
Okay, here's the thing. Not a perfect weekend, but I
Alright.
think by the time the weekend's done, we'll be saying, right, that wasn't
Not too bad.
60s both days.
All right, which is nice.
Which
we
is
need that.
nice. Chance of a shower, though, each afternoon, most numerous tomorrow. So we're going to take you through that. Let's take a look at temperatures first this morning, which are running in the 50s already. 55 in Boston, 50 in Lawrence, 40s for the rest of us for the most part after being in the 30s. Places like Taunton and Falmouth this morning already starting to rebound. Satellite and radar shows clouds have been building in, and they're mainly middle and high altitude clouds. So they will filter and blot out the sunshine from time to time today, but notice there's not a whole lot showing up on the radar until you zoom out and get back across New York and parts of the Great Lakes. And that's where we have some scattered showers already starting to pop and some downpours in there as well. There's a cold front back to the west, and there's a lot of energy high in the sky. That's all going to be shifting east this weekend. So that's why I say it's not a perfect weekend, because there will be some threats for showers and pop-up thunderstorms. Now today, southeastern Massachusetts, I think we're in the clear. We're doing just fine. It's Boston, the Metro West, and points north and west that have the best chance of picking up a pop-up shower or storm today. When you get outside of 495, that chance goes up to about 50%. Inside, about 30% in terms of a chance of a storm. And along the Route 2 corridor back in through southern New Hampshire, it's about a 70% chance. So we're getting to that time of the year when you want to keep an eye on the skies, you have outdoor plans. Thunderstorm rolls through, just have that backup plan to get indoors until it goes by. Temperatures will come into the 60s though. Upper 50s when you get to the outer Cape. And then towards the evening hours, the clouds are going to come back in, and there's more energy that comes overhead. So overnight tonight, we may actually all wake up to a scattered shower or rumble of thunder, especially after midnight. And then tomorrow, we start with some sunshine in the morning, but as early as late morning and midday, already some storms may start to pop. There's a lot of energy that's coming overhead and a lot of cold air high in the sky. That means any storms that develop may have the potential for some small hail and some brief gusty wind as they come on by tomorrow afternoon. So keep an eye out. Tomorrow they'll be scattered during the afternoon and evening. Monday, just an isolated shower, bright for the middle part of the week, and then more clouds towards Thursday with the chance of showers on Friday. But Carrie, no real warmth, no real cool days. Generally in the 60s right on through this 7-day forecast.
I think we're okay with that for now, Danielle. Thank you so much. Well, coming up right here on WBZ, actor and rapper LL Cool J was in Boston, adding a new title to add to his list of honors.
Hi everyone, I'm Davides Nova Salcedo. Up next on Centro, some inner city children from the Boston area are getting to experience music at another level. We'll explain after the break.
I got the horse right here, the name is Paul Revere, and here's a guy that says if the weather's clear, can't do...
I love playing soccer, and I didn't let having one leg make that something I didn't do. My whole life, I've lived not trying to stand out. If you let other people define your limitations, you'll be limited forever.
Take the Ford EcoBoost Challenge, and you'll choose Fusion with the power and mileage of EcoBoost. And now it feels so good to lease Fusion for $129 a month for competitive owners. Or pick an EcoBoost powered Escape that's easy on the eyes and easy on gas. Lease a four-wheel drive Escape for $149 a month for competitive owners. And during the Ford EcoBoost Challenge, you can also buy with up to $3,240 total savings.
I want to go on a vacation where I don't have to worry about a thing, and I'm free to try new things. I want to be free to be with the one I love. Once you're in our world, everything is free. Now that's freedom. That's Sandals. Call 1-800-SANDALS and save up to 65%.
Are you depressed or feeling blue? Have you lost interest in your usual activities? Have you noticed a change in your sleeping and eating habits? Doctors at the Depression Clinical and Research Program at Massachusetts General Hospital are working to develop new antidepressant treatments and studying the treatments that are currently available. Eligible participants will receive psychiatric evaluation, study treatment, and regular visits with study clinicians at no cost. For more information, call 1-855-75-BLUES or online at massgeneral.org/depression.
Labour is required for the war effort.
You are referring to Hungarians?
Jewish Hungarians. On April 25th,
Hitler wants to purify the world.
the country is looking at bloodbath.
Hungary will not be intimidated.
A powerful piece of filmmaking. Dealing with Berlin.
This is beyond war.
An exciting thriller.
You can never win Hungary.
Walking with the Enemy. Rated PG-13.
The WBZ Morning Playlist is brought to you by Mix 1041. Mix 1041 is Boston's best variety.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Yadira Nova Salcedo. Happy to have you with us. We begin with our Centro News highlights. The mayor of Lawrence, Dan Rivera, along with the Lawrence Department of Public Works, are getting the city streets in shape after the state awarded Lawrence $194,700 as part of its 2014 Pothole and Winter Recovery Program. Mayor Dan Rivera commending the Patrick administration on this project, which allocates $40 million worth of funding for the 2014 Pothole and Winter Recovery Program in the state. Also, teen childbearing in Massachusetts cost taxpayers at least $154 million in the year 2010, according to an update analysis from the National Campaign to Prevent Teen and Unplanned Pregnancy. For the nation overall, teen childbearing cost taxpayers $9.4 billion. Now, moving on to our weekly Central interview. In an effort to provide inner-city children in underserved communities with opportunities to expand their knowledge and understanding of music, a program called El Sistema Side by Side has been created at the Longy School of Music of Bard College. This great program is helping many local children, and many of them are Latinos. To tell us more, with us this morning is Maria Elisa Alvarez from the Sistema Side by Side program. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for inviting me.
So you're really making a big difference in a lot of our children, right?
Yes, yes.
So tell us a little bit more about this program.
Okay. So there are many Sistema-inspired programs in Boston. I think there are about 8 of them. So what Longy wanted is to provide a platform for all of them to create a community and to relate to each other and to share. So this started last fall, and we provide the location for it, and then these children come and we have several rehearsals and then a concert. So for this first year of the program, we have had 3 events, and the last one culminating with Gustavo Dudamel open rehearsal. So it's been great for the children. They come, we have a very intensive workload. It's like 6 hours, so they rehearse a lot, and then so they start to get to know each other.
And how old are these children, Maria Elisa?
They are like from 8 to about 15 years old.
That's great, that's great. So at Longy, I understand that 8% of the school body at Longy is Latinos, right? Yes. And also 30% of the side-by-side program, they're actually Latinos.
Yes, yes, it's wonderful. Many of these programs are in the Latin American communities here in Boston, so we have a lot of these children come in, and the parents are very supportive. They're really enjoying what they're doing.
I want you to tell us a little bit about you. You're a violinist, and what made you want to do this? I understand that you were actually inspired by a program that you were a part of when you were young in Venezuela. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so Venezuela has this music education program called El Sistema, and it's this year is 39 years old, and it provides music education for children for free. So it has become like a social program in Venezuela. So I was part of that. I grew up in El Sistema learning violin. So I used to go to the music school every afternoon. So it's an everyday thing, very intensive. So as a child, you don't feel that as a lot of work and I'm gonna be spending so many hours. No, it's like you go to meet your friends and you build that family. Like you feel you belong to that family.
It's your other, it's your music family, right? Or your music
family.
yeah.
And many of my friends now are from that time. So you become really...
So you basically received all this great knowledge about music growing up in Venezuela, and that's what really inspired you to want to go ahead and start this now here?
Absolutely, yes. I came to the States to study. I did my undergrad and master's, and then I wanted to do something similar. I wanted more kids to have the experience I had in Venezuela.
That great opportunity.
Yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So parents who are watching, maybe they want to know, is my kid eligible? How can they find out? Should they be, I mean, we are going to give them a phone number where they can call for more information on how they can find out about El Sistema program, but is there a way they can find out if there are even students watching and they want to be a part of it?
Yeah, well, they can find out through LONGI. They can contact LONGI, and there are many, as I said before, there are many El Sistema inspired programs throughout Boston in many different neighborhoods. So they could take part of these programs, and then to be eligible to be the part of the side-by-side is just being part of a program.
Really quickly, Maria Elisa, you did have a launching March 22nd. I heard that was a success. So how was that?
That was really wonderful. We had Gustavo Dudamel conduct, who is a Venezuelan conductor, very famous. He's also young. He's the conductor of LA Philharmonic now, and he's invited by the most prestigious orchestras around the world. So we had this wonderful opportunity.
What a great beginning. What a great beginning for you guys, right? Launching the program with his, that's great. I want to thank you so much. It's great that you're giving back to children out there. You know, something that was given to you at an early age, you're giving them back. So thank you so much, Maria Elisa.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Now, for more information on Sistema Side by Side, the program at LONGI School of Music of Bard College, you can call 617-831-1792. You can also get a direct link to their website visiting us online at cbsboston.com/Centro. And we want you to connect with us online, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. I'm Yadires Nova Salcedo, inviting you to step forward to a better you. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Well, Ben Affleck has been banned from playing blackjack at the Hard Rock in Las Vegas after he was reportedly caught counting cards. The Daily News reports he was asked to leave the casino's high rollers blackjack table and given a ride back to his hotel. The Cambridge native and his wife, Jennifer Garner, were in Vegas for a romantic getaway before Affleck starts filming a movie. A romantic getaway. He's at the casino. What's going on there? Well, actor LL Cool J now has something in common with his daughter, a degree from Northeastern. Both were given the degrees yesterday during graduation ceremonies. His is an honorary doctorate. LL Cool J stars in NCIS Los Angeles, as you know, right here on CBS. Danielle, we have a little friend.
Yeah.
This is Jelly.
Hi, Jelly.
Jelly is visiting from the Marblehead Animal Shelter, abandoned, left behind in a trailer park. 1-year-old, and so sweet. So this is just a little tease because tomorrow is the pet parade. So you'll get to meet and learn more about Jelly and some other kitties tomorrow. So don't forget, between 7 and 7:30.
I like hanging out with you.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah,
love him.
I like the color too.
I know, he's sweet.
So,
She, yes.
Okay,
Sorry, baby.
ask.
Sorry, baby.
She's like, I'm in front of the
My
camera right now.
goodness.
What's
so
going on? Weather-wise, we're doing all right this weekend.
Okay.
It won't be perfect, but we'll be in the 60s both today and tomorrow. Threat for a pop-up shower today, scattered storms tomorrow. So keep an eye on the sky.
All right, but not too bad. We like that. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy it, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning.
100%